So, I, the timing couldn't be better. I just did an audio video, which I'm still going to put up, basically talking about the fact that, there's people out there that are defending Vince McMahon over what he did. And saying he's guilty and he's innocent until proven guilty and such. I'm still going to put that out because it still remains true because people will still defend this man. But you see the title of the video here. Just moments ago, while SmackDown currently is on the air live on the East Coast, the Mid-Central time zone, and whatnot, as they are going live right now, it was announced, it was acknowledged, Nick Khan put the statement out, Sean Ross Sapp put it out, Vince McMahon has resigned. That's right, he has resigned from TKO/WWE. And remember what I said in my video I did, hours ago? I said, basically people need to take responsibility for their actions. This is the first step Vince needs to take, in taking responsibility. He needs to do this. He needs to do this and everything. He needs to basically take responsibility, period. In fact, let me see if I can find it because I know it's here. Here it is. Look at the tweet. It says right here, this is Sean Ross Sapp, 29 minutes ago. This is 6:03 p.m. 29 minutes ago, about almost 5:30. Major news, Vince McMahon has resigned from all roles with TKO. And this is from Nick Khan. Look at this. It says, I want to inform you that Vince McMahon has tendered his okay, hold on. Almost got tongue-tied. This is big. But it says, I wanted to inform you. This is from Nick Khan. I wanted to inform you that Vince McMahon has tendered his resignation from his position as TKO Executive Chairman and on the TKO Board of Directors and will no longer have a role with TKO Group Holdings or WWE. He's done. He is done right now, and this is again basically taking responsibility, for his actions. Basically, this is the first step. And this is just Alex right here. This is Alex Hicks. That's his reaction. That's his reaction. That's Wrestle Ops right there. Wrestle Ops is talking about it. That's BR Wrestling, Bleacher Report. They're talking about it. Right there. And that's Brian Last. He's talking about it. Andrew Baydella. He's talking about it. And this is what he said. This is Andrew Baydella. He says, Vince McMahon realistically didn't have much of a choice. He needs to fight this away from TKO WWE. It's detrimental to the business, and we saw that today. Vince couldn't hold the company hostage and watch the stock price plummet due to his actions. And that's right there. NoDQ.com's talking about it. And I think I'm going to bring it up here somewhere. And then this is right here. This is Kevin Dunn gone, Vince McMahon gone. Yeah, it's an unreal place and everything. So, because this is what happened. This is one of the big things that happened. Slim Jim basically pulled sponsorship, and there were other potential sponsors that were going to pull away too if Vince stayed connected. So yeah, Slim Jim said, "Hey, we don't want nothing to do with you guys." And there's Kevin Castle. He's talking about it. Again, Slim Jim, they wanted nothing to do. They said, "Look, we're temporarily suspending our sponsorship with WWE because of this," and they did. They did just that. So So yeah, this is crazy. And here's Jason Solomon, the Solomonster. Right here, this is what he says. He says, Vince McMahon resigns from all positions with WWE/TKO and is officially gone for good this time. He does so in disgrace, good riddance to bad rubbish. That's Jason Solomon, Solomonster, who's going to be at the Royal Rumble tomorrow, maybe at SmackDown right now as he's tweeting that. And let's see, who else? Oh yeah, JD. I know I got to get JD up here. Let's see. Let's get JD back up here. Let's get JD because even Brian Zane probably will talk about it. It's Brian Zane's account right there. But again, and then Dave Meltzer's like, Vince really isn't coming back this time. He doesn't have the voting power. Okay, this is what Dave Meltzer said. Excuse me. He says Vince really isn't coming back this time. He doesn't have the voting power. That lawsuit made it impossible. Sponsor pullouts can be a domino, and they needed to stop the dominoes from falling immediately. So yeah, like I said, Slim Jim did not want to associate with them. Like they still wanted to sponsor with them and everything, but not as long as Vince was around. So yeah, so that basically was. This basically was, either a. Hold on, let me think about what I was going to say. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through here to see if there's any more information. But yeah, basically, this was a no-win situation. If Vince would have stayed, sponsors would have just pulled out here and there, and obviously somebody, I'm guessing Ari Emanuel, probably told him, "Look, man, we can't lose sponsorships because of you. You got to go." And Mark Shapiro probably said the same thing as well. And JD said it right here. This is what he said. JD basically says, this is JD from NY206. He says, the greatest day in WWE history. Vince McMahon is finally once and for all gone. So yeah, just about everybody is talking about this, and it is big. It is big, but like I said, TKO, TKO/WWE, they were losing sponsorships. For WWE and potentially UFC. They were losing a lot of sponsorships. And TNA, they just signed an agreement with Endeavor Streaming. That could affect them, and Endeavor doesn't want that. So Vince had no choice. He had to go. And my belief, my opinion, is Ari Emanuel, Mark Shapiro, Nick Khan, and even The Rock. I got a feeling Dwayne Johnson said, look, man, you got to do that. Look, they basically told him, look, as long as you're around, we're going to lose money. We're going to lose sponsorships. We're going to lose money. We're going to lose investors. You got to go. You have to go. And Vince probably was like, I can tell you honestly, and this is my opinion, I can tell you honestly, Vince did not want to do this. He did not want to resign. It was either he resigned or he gets fired. And I think that's probably what they told him. It's like, hey, we can either just fire you flat out and you lose everything, or you resign. What's it going to be? He had to resign. He's done. And that there is the biggest evidence of him being guilty, in some major extent, in a massive major extent of what he's been accused of. Like I said in the audio video, and I'll post that later, because I'm still standing by that, because there are still people that defend him. Maybe not everything that's been told is true, but most of it, combined with all the other evidence that's come out, and even the other decades worth of this stuff, yeah, Vince, he had no other choice. So the question now is, who's going to replace him? I think a McMahon will replace him, and that McMahon will be called Stephanie. Will be called by the name of Stephanie. I've got that feeling. Could be Shane, but we'll see. I've got a feeling Stephanie's going to be back, and she'll be part of the TKO board. But yeah, big news, guys, massive news. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. But yeah, he is gone. He had no other choice. Basically Andrew Baydella said it best. He has to fight this away from from TKO and WWE, because if he fights it while he's with them, they're going to lose a lot more. He had no other choice. And again, I can tell you, he probably didn't want to, but again, he was left with no other choice here. He was either they fire him and he loses everything, or he resigns and he keeps something. But let me know what your thoughts are on this, guys. Comment down below, live chat during the premiere, and I am out.